Guys, we're gonna start with an actual intro this time, which is crazy.
I know, crazy, because it's so exciting. We have our first ever guest on Read Between the Blue Lines today. She's a
Woo!
three-time national champion, a Patty Kazmaier Award winner, the 2024-25 WCHA Forward and Player of the Year, and has set multiple University of Wisconsin school and program records. I'm not done. She has also won a gold medal with Team USA at the 2018 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship, and of course, she was drafted third overall by the New York Sirens this summer in the recent 2025 PWHL draft, becoming the first Badger in league history drafted in the first round. So please welcome Casey O'Brien to the podcast.
Woo!
We're gonna clap.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for joining us. We're like super excited to have
We're
you
very
be
excited.
on the
Me too.
pod. Um, all right, so this is a book and hockey podcast, and I know that everyone's going to be super excited to hear about your hockey stuff. But first, are you reading anything currently?
Yes, so my mom just gave me The Women by Kristen Hanna. She has not stopped talking about it. My coaches at Wisconsin actually read it too, and we're talking about it during the season. So I'm only 50 pages in, but I'm excited to finish it.
That's
Are
awesome. I haven't
you
read that one.
Yeah, it's about like the women who like during the Vietnam War, were behind the scenes. Obviously, they didn't really get the credit for all the things that they did, like the nurses and stuff. So it's actually really cool. It's historical fiction kind of.
Oh, awesome.
are you usually a big reader or you just kind of like whenever you find time it
No, I'm
fits
a
in?
huge reader. I would pick a book over a TV show or movie any day, so I'm always reading something.
That
We've
is perfect.
we found our people.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
perfect, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, do we want to stick with the book stuff first, or do we want to move into hockey?
I think we'll do hockey. This way we don't lose certain people because I
Okay.
know that's sometimes the book
Most
stuff.
important,
Yeah.
yes. So, obviously, again, you're drafted the Sirens, and you've had a crazy career, obviously, up until this point. So, do you have a favorite hockey-related memory, like up until today, that you go back on that's your favorite to look back on throughout your career?
It's really hard to choose just one because I think, the championships and things like that are obviously like hard not to say one of those, but like also like the past 5 years at Wisconsin have given me some like my best friends in the whole world. Like those teams like were my family. And so like I think a lot of the moments off the ice were like my favorite from hockey. Like usually in the summers, like the entire team would be in Madison, we in between the two lakes. So we could rent a boat or take paddle boards out. And so I think like just looking back on it, like I'm most grateful for like the experiences off the ice.
That's
I
awesome.
love that. I feel like most people don't automatically think of that part of hockey when looking back on it, so I really love that.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, like it's so easy to get like wrapped up in like, like the games or like the championships, but yeah, like I think most hockey players who play through college, like, their best friends when they're like older are their teammates from back in the day. So like I know I'm just so grateful for the off-ice experiences that I've been able to have and the people that I've been able to meet.
That's awesome.
Do you think you're gonna continue that like decompression style once you get to the P-Dub, kind of like go back to Wisconsin and chill on the lake and
Yeah,
stuff?
I think so. I mean, it's funny, two of my roommates from Wisconsin also got drafted to the Sirens. So, they kind of did the same stuff as me for the past few years, even though, they both ended up at Ohio State, which I'm not too happy about. But like I think, it's a very young team too. So I think everybody's going to be kind of on the same page with that. And, we're going to be able to, I think, do our thing on the ice, but also kind of have our life outside and, hopefully bond and be able to create some memories.
How's
Are
that
you
rivalry? Sorry.
No, go for it.
The Wisconsin Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean, it's intense. Like, I think the second the puck drops in the game, friends off, like, we'll do anything to win. But a lot of our best friends are, players on Ohio State. There's some interlap with people who've transferred and stuff. But I mean, they're all such great players, great people. And so, yeah, I mean, when we're not on the ice, there are people who I really love and respect. But yeah, on the ice, it's very intense. And I think like that's the most exciting game of the year because usually we play
Oh
them in
yeah.
the biggest games of the year.
That is, if people
Circled
don't
on the
watch
calendar.
like college women's hockey, just at least watch that game because it
Oh
is
my God, yeah.
phenomenal. Brie, were you gonna say something before I
Yeah,
interrupted
I
you?
was gonna ask when, because you've had teammates that are drafted to the Sirens, are you planning on like rooming with them or like planning out showing them places around New York that you're like excited for? Or you haven't even gotten that far yet?
Yeah, so Maddie Wheeler, one of them, I think we're for sure planning on living together. And then McKenna Webster, we were trying to get her on board, but she also is a field hockey player. She's going back to Ohio State for
Nice.
her sixth year for a field hockey season. And so she's not going to be done until some point in November. And so she doesn't exactly know what it's going to look like for her, but if there's like overlap between hockey and field hockey. And so I think she's probably going to wait and see what happens with that. But hopefully we can get her to the Sirens as quick as possible.
I love it.
She's so cool, by the way. I love that she does field hockey and ice hockey because we were both field hockey players
We
growing up.
were.
No
So,
way.
Yes. Yeah, and now we talk about ice hockey all the time. So
yeah,
it's literally the same trajectory.
Yeah, you guys gotta get Mac on. That's super cool.
We love that. That'd be so fun.
we should. Um, so I know like we just listed all of your accomplishments in hockey and everything, but do you have a favorite goal that you've scored? Like anything that sticks out for you?
I think one of my favorite goals, like are you saying like literal like goal like that I've scored?
Yeah.
Okay. I think probably my freshman year. We won the national championship that year and like it was the weirdest year ever because it was like COVID. We started playing in November and then we had to take 6 weeks off because like half our team tested positive. So it's just like a very stressful year because we didn't know, if we were going to be shut down the next day. It was just like really high stress and going in as a freshman, like coach didn't have all the time in the world to try different lines and everything. And so I wasn't playing as much as I was expecting or wanted to. And so it was just a very hard year all around. But in the Frozen Four, I think, so my line, we are the third line. We scored like the first three goals against another Ohio State game, but against them, and like it was just very unexpected because we were more of an energy line, and nobody thought like okay, like in this big of a game, like this line is gonna step up, and so I think each one of us on the line scored a goal in that game, and like looking back at my 5 years, like that's one of my favorite games of all time, just because like it was so much fun and like nobody thought that that would come from us.
Do
I
you
love
want to
that.
explain like what an energy line is to people who like might not know what that means?
Yeah, so usually like the top two lines on a team are like your skill lines. And so they're going to be making all the pretty plays, scoring the goals. And then usually like your third or fourth line, they're more of an energy line. So they're like go out there, they're usually really fast, really aggressive, physical, and like they kind of, turn the momentum in your team's direction, make some plays that are grittier. But they might not show up on the score sheet. I think their impact is just as profound as the other lines.
I think you guys definitely changed the momentum though,
Yeah,
getting every one of you getting a goal.
that's crazy.
Okay, talking type of goal. Is there like a certain type of goal you'd want to score in the P-dub, like a Michigan or like
I
a
was
slap
gonna
shot or
say,
something? Like,
I mean, okay, I would die to score Michigan. We would do it all the time in Wisconsin practice, just like messing around, but like I don't think anyone has the guts to actually try it in a game. But so I don't think I would actually try it unless like, I had all the time in the world. But I love any type of like my usual goal is like a 5 hole like on a breakaway or something. And so like if you guys see me get a breakaway in the season, like no, like I'm going 5 hole.
it's happening.
Yeah.
as a goalie, that pains me, but would
Yeah.
love to see it happen for you this
We'll
season.
start keeping tally every time one happens because
Yeah.
we love that.
Don't tell the bullies, please.
We won't spill secrets here.
We'll make sure they don't listen. Be like,
Yeah.
nope, sorry.
Kind of going off of that, we just kind of talked about again, you coming back to New York. You grew up here, right, for a little bit. So, how excited are you to kind of come back to the area and just join the team in general? Like, what are your feelings around all of it?
It still feels surreal. I mean, I lived in New York in the city actually from like age 0 to 10. And so New York, like I grew up playing in Chelsea Piers. I was playing like house league, I'd play on my brother's teams or my dad was coaching. And that's kind of when I learned play hockey, learn to skate, fell in love with the game. And so I never really pictured, because growing up there wasn't a league to look up to. I never really pictured like, being a professional hockey player. Like I dreamed of being an Olympian, but I never thought
Hmm.
of it as a profession, especially like not in my like hometown where I was like born and raised. And so it still like doesn't feel real because I know like for like 20 years of my life I didn't have that to look up to. But I'm just really excited. I think like yes, the hockey is going to be really fun, playing at the highest level, but it's also going to be really fun to, create opportunities for the youth players in New York now, maybe give them some more opportunities to develop and to play because like when I was getting older, my family was commuting. Like we'd leave right after school, drive out to New Jersey, wait in the parking lot for 2, 3 hours just to, miss the traffic,
Hmm.
practice and then drive back. And it was like, it was pretty hard on my family. That I think that, kind of sparked the move to Massachusetts. So just to know that now I'm in a position and I have a platform that I can, help the youth game grow there. It's really cool and I'm really excited.
I
That's
love it.
awesome.
Do you have like a specific thing that you're looking forward to? Like, do you miss the bagels or pizza or something, or is it just you're just cool and happy to be back in New York in some sense?
No, the bagels 100%. My brother lives in New York now, and so every time I visit him, I'm like, we gotta get to Tompkins Square Bagels. Like that's my spot. But yeah, I think like the food and like just going outside, like it kind of sounds dumb, but like every time I'm in New York, like walking around, like I feel like I can do anything. Like it's such a big city, and like I love that. That's kind of another thing. Like I chose a big school like Wisconsin, and so like I'm just excited to like like start my life there too, off the ice. And yeah, definitely the bagels.
Love it.
Do you think there's like a certain grit that you got growing up in New York City that translates to your on ice presence? Because I know that us New Yorkers have a reputation, let me say.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is probably the walkers, like New Yorkers, you're trying to get there quick. And I think I learned not to walk slowly on the sidewalk and get frustrated when, someone's taking up space walking slow. So like I think definitely like the New York hurry, like they say in a New York minute, that definitely translates to my game on the ice, just like fast, getting things done quick.
Love that.
It is amazing. I love it. Going off of that, in a similar sense, do you have, I guess, do you have any hockey idols slash inspirations, and who are they?
Yeah, so I guess on the women's side, I grew up idolizing Kendall Coyne. She
We all did.
Yeah,
yeah,
I was gonna
I
say.
mean she is unbelievable still like she was and still is. And as I've always been probably like the smallest player on my team. And so growing up like watching her, I think she's only 5'2", be as good as she is and kind of turning something that most people would think is like a disadvantage like into an advantage has always inspired me. And so like I've always idolized her. And then I mean, I grew up a Rangers fan. And so watching, like Martin St. Louis, same thing. He's an undersized player, but he was so good for the Rangers. I was a diehard Kreider fan. I was really upset that he got traded,
We
but
were too, don't worry.
There's a
yeah,
20-minute rant in an episode somewhere about
Yeah,
when he got traded.
we're
still
still
grieving
not over
that one.
it.
But yeah, like those kinds of players, like I grew up and still love to watch.
Do you think it's gonna be surreal being on the ice, especially against Kendall? Like, is that something you're kind of preparing for, or you're just kind of taking it like a day by day, not looking forward to when the Sirens are playing the Frost, just letting it happen?
No, I'm super excited. I like it was weird this past or a couple past few weeks. We had like the US national team camp and I actually was sitting next to her in the locker room. And so it's like kind of a full circle moment because it was actually the same locker room that my first ever U18 like team was in. It was the same exact locker room. And that camp they gave me number 26. And so I
Oh,
was in
that's
the
so
same
Oh
cool.
my
school
God.
too. And so I was kind of walked in and I just like laughed. I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is like someone who I've wanted to be since I was a little kid and now getting the chance to play with her. And I'm really excited to play against her because she's so fun to watch on TV. And I mean, like, if I could tell my younger self what I was doing, she'd be like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that you're like super excited to face off against or to play with on the Sirens?
I think, yeah, the Sirens, like, Sarah Fillier, I mean, she's unbelievable. I've been a really big fan of her game for a while now, like even watching her at Princeton, and I played against her a few times in high school. She's just an unbelievable player. I think she makes those around her better, and I think she's a complete player. And so, like, watching her and maybe playing against her, I've always been like, oh, like, I think we could do something special together on the same team this time. So I'm hoping that we get a chance to be line mates. And then I'm also really excited to play against Poulin. I mean, she is
Of
the GOAT.
course.
Yeah.
So I played against her a couple times with like the US Canada rivalry series. But like she's also someone who I've modeled my game after. You know, she's a 200-foot center, which is what I try to be. And so again, it's like one of those players that I grew up watching. So to be able to share the ice with them is a privilege.
I
That's
love that.
incredible. I don't think I've ever gotten over seeing Poulin play in person
No.
yet, so I can't even imagine what that like for you to be on the same ice with her, like idolizing her growing up. So that's just crazy to think about.
For sure.
I feel like that's like I know that it's like your job and stuff, but in my head I'm like I'd be like I can't hit you. What are you talking? No, it's fine. You can take the puck if you need to. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Oh my gosh. So moving back a
Oh,
little
hold
bit
on.
in
I
oh
have
go
one
ahead.
more hockey question.
Oh go ahead.
Sorry.
We'll finish it off. Don't worry.
How do you like are you look okay, how do I word this? Looking forward into being in like the highest level of hockey now, how do you plan to like keep growing and keep adapting your game while being at that level?
I think, and like not a ton of it has to change, you know, from what I think it's been like. I've always wanted to be the best player in the world. Like, I think each year at Wisconsin, you know, I've tried to get better. I've tried to elevate my game, mostly, you know, just so I can, you know, help my team win. You know, the better each individual gets, the better the team is going to be. And so I don't think it's different now. Like now that the P-Dub is a thing, I have like new goals of winning a Walter Cup championship. And you know, I still have the goals of winning an Olympic gold medal. And so, yeah, like it is a job now, but it's also like the same fun that I've been doing all my life. And so like I don't think it's going to be, you know, very difficult in the off season to be working on certain things because like, you know, like that's just like what I want to do because yeah, like we're getting paid for it now. I guess it's a job. Like it's also like my favorite thing. And so I'm just like excited to keep getting better and you know keeping as good of a teammate as I can be and as good of a player on the ice because you know I want to bring a championship to New York. You know, I want to on the USA side too, and that starts with doing everything I can to get myself better.
One more because you said something that inspired me to ask another question.
I'm gonna have another one too after that.
With the Olympics being like this year, this season, is that I don't want to say your ultimate goal, but is that something you're like definitely striving for to make the team to play there in Italy this year?
Yeah, 100%. Like that's been like the number one thing that I've wanted to do since I was a little girl. Like I had these chalkboards in my room and when I was like, I don't know, like 6 years old, I wrote like the years of, you know, like the Olympics that I wanted to be in. You know, it's always been like telling my parents like I want to be an Olympian, like I want to win a gold medal. And so now that I'm in a position to like possibly make the team, I'm gonna do everything I can because you know it's been a life goal of mine. It still is, and I think even though you know there is that goal, like when I'm with the Sirens, I'm gonna focus on the team and playing for the Sirens. But yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I can to be there in Milan.
I think they translate if you're doing well on the Sirens and
Yeah.
hopefully the Olympic Committee is like, "Oh, we like her, keep her."
Yeah, 100%. It's the tryouts, you know, it's like a week every month kind of thing. You know, it's a 30-person group that gets cut down, I think, to 23. And so I'm honored to, you know, be in the pool and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make that last cut.
I love that.
Yeah.
Going back to Wisconsin hockey for a second, I've heard stories, never been, about how insane that barn gets for like women's hockey specifically. Do you think that would be like a good place for like do you think the fans would translate from college to the P-Dub if there ever was like another expansion?
Yeah, I think so. I was just talking about this with someone the other day. Like, if there was expansion like in Madison, it would do super well because the fans are like they're insane in the best way. I think Le Bon holds around like 2,300 and it's sold out every single home game. So like even though it's like a smaller arena, like it feels much bigger than it is because it's packed and the fans are so passionate. Like when we go to Ritter, when we play at Minnesota, or we play in Duluth, like it feels like home games too because our fans travel with us. And a weird part of that is that like our fans aren't students usually. It's like the people who live in Madison, the older people. And
Huh.
so it's really cool how loyal and how passionate they are. And so I think like for the P-Dub to like keep expanding and get that like loyalty from fans, it's going to be important, to find places like Madison where like the city really rallies around the team. And I know Madison's like smaller and they don't have as much going on, but it's like the coolest feeling, just like when you're walking to a coffee shop and you run into someone and they're like, "Hey, like we're season ticket holders, like good luck tomorrow." It's like it's just the coolest feeling, and it's really cool that it's women's hockey because I think, between women's hockey, volleyball, the women's sports at Wisconsin, like I think like those fans are they might be more like they might show up more and be more proud than like any of the men's teams, which is really cool.
I'm
That's
sure we'll
awesome.
also see a bunch of your jerseys, like the Wisconsin version of your
Yeah.
jersey at the Sirens games, because we saw a bunch of like the Princeton ones for Philly A. So that
That's
will be
super
really cool
cool.
too to see all that dotted in the crowd. So that's exciting.
I've
100%.
I've been a big like since the podcast started, I was like the P-Dub needs to go to Wisconsin. That was
We've said
like,
it so many
yeah,
times.
I
100%.
will
That
die
like
on that hill.
I was like thinking like, okay, like there's a chance that the P-Dub goes to Madison and like I don't know how many more years Mark Johnson's planning on coaching at Wisconsin, but I could totally see him like, start coaching at that if that happens in the next few years.
We'll have
How
to make it happen.
how was that experience getting coached by him?
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because he's like a legend.
Yeah.
Like had such an amazing playing career and obviously the miracle game and everything, but like he refuses to talk about that and himself. Like he's so humble and so yeah, it's like it's really funny because he puts the spotlight on the players, he puts the focus on the players. So like you would never know that he's Mark Johnson. He's when we're at the rink, when we're on road trips, like he's just our coach, and it's really cool. He gives us a lot of space to, like be ourselves, play creatively, play freely, not be afraid to make mistakes. And so I think it helps a lot of players grow, and it also helps the team be successful on the ice.
That's cool.
Yeah, we love it. We were good with hockey.
I'm good. I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry.
Shifting back to the reading, it's okay. We are very scattered all the time, so this is actually pretty organized. You already said you're a big reader, which we love that here. Do you have a favorite book or series that like you constantly recommend or that you always go back and read? Just do you have a favorite?
I think, okay, my favorite book ever is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And then, but one that like I've been dying on this hill this year recommending to like teammates, Fourth Wing, that
Yeah.
series,
Okay.
and then Throne of Glass.
Okay.
I those are all three books that are sitting on my shelf that I have not read yet.
Same,
You have
same.
to,
Oh, I'm literally like, yeah, I have that one on my
guys,
shelf and I
come
have that
on.
one. Um,
So, I mean,
but I
Throne of
would
Glass is like, I think it's 8 books.
it's
So
long.
that's like, yeah, maybe like wait a little bit, but like once you pick one of those books up, you're gonna read them all right in a row. Like that's what happened to me last summer. Is like I read them all within like a month because I just couldn't
Oh
put
my
them
God.
down.
I love that. Did
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
see
Fourth Wing's tough though because only 3 of them are out and it's gonna be 5 books. So you
I
are
didn't even know
left on
that.
a cliffhanger.
did you see the Avs are doing a fourth wing night?
No way.
Yeah, they're doing like customized jerseys and the tickets sold out in like 5 minutes.
I gotta get
Apparently
tickets for that.
from Colorado, which I didn't know, so it's like a whole thing, but
That
yeah.
would make sense. That's crazy.
So
That's super cool.
now I'm gonna have to like push all of them up on my TBR to read all of
100%.
them because they've been sitting here for a while. So
Will not be able to put them down.
Isn't Song of Achilles like sad though? Because I feel like that's why I've been pushing it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sad, but it's so good. It's like I've read it a few times. And
Oh,
like
that's how you know it's good then.
yeah, a bunch of my teammates too, like they read it and they're like, that was insane, and like they don't even like reading.
Do you have like a 5-star book you've read this year so far? Or your favorite you've read this year?
Well, I only read Fourth Wing this year, so I
Oh,
would
so like
say
once.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
that. And based on my mom's reviews, The Women is gonna be up there too.
Love it.
That's yeah. I had a thought, it went away.
Oh,
Oh, how do you feel about like book to TV movie adaptations then, since you would rather like read the book than watch a movie?
Usually I think like it's disappointing. The book is like so good and then it's like not how you picture it on screen, like the characters and stuff. So like I think it's hard for it to like do a good job. But I think it's like really fun to like also watch it come to life. Like It Ends With Us was fun to watch it. I'm excited for like Verity, also by Colleen Hoover to I think that's coming out next year. So it's fun, but it's also like, this isn't exactly what I pictured. So it's kind of hard when it like doesn't exactly align with like what you kind of saw in your head.
Do you have any adaptations you really enjoy?
Okay, this like I guess way back because I read the books when I was like young, like maybe high school. But I thought like the Hunger Games like did an
so
ex
good.
Yeah.
so good. Like the
They have
movies
set the
like
bar, and
yes.
nobody's matched it yet.
No.
No, nobody has. Like they did such a good job. I love those movies.
Have you read the prequels too?
Yeah, I
Okay.
read Sunrise on the Reaping like a month ago.
That
Um
one I still have to read, but yeah, they're all amazing.
yeah,
The
they
movies too.
I
So
haven't read any of the prequels yet. Don't yell at me.
are.
we're not spoiling anything.
No.
We're fine.
Do you like prefer fantasy? Like, is that the genre that you typically like gear towards?
Honestly, like I will read anything. I think like, especially on like TikTok, I'll see like the fantasy recommendations and a lot of my teammates like that. And so if somebody says to me like whether it's like a family member or my teammates like, "Hey, read this," like I will. And so I feel like that's more of like what people have been given, people have been giving me. But yeah, I really enjoy it. I kind of thought I would not like it at all at first. I think it took me a while to be convinced to read ACOTAR, but I picked up the first book and I was like, "Oh, wait, this is actually really good."
I love how you have like a little established book club with your teammates. Like
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing. You just like recommend books to each other. I love that.
Yeah, like it's so funny when pe someone like finishes a book, they walk in the locker room, like we had our little table in the lounge, and they just like leave the book for someone else to pick up. Like it
Oh,
was,
I love that.
it
That's
was
so
like,
cool.
yeah, and like half the team who like doesn't read would be like, "You guys are a bunch of nerds." Like we were talking about it in the locker room. It was funny.
Oh my gosh.
Did you read Ninth House?
No, I didn't.
It's like a dark academia fantasy thing. It's a good one. That might make like a good spooky season one.
I'll add it to my list. Thank you.
I think you recommended that to me too, and I still have not
I
read it.
have. It's one of my
It's
favorite
on my
books ever.
list.
Also, it takes place at Yale, and that's my like college
There
that I
you
root for, so that's
Gotcha. I'll read it. That sounds good.
it's a
go.
good one. Free.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I can't think of any other book related questions to ask. So
I have one that you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Okay.
The hockey romance genre,
oh,
have you read any of it? Do you have any opinions? Because I know that that's been like a hot button topic recently.
I'm trying to think of what I read the deal.
Okay.
yeah, El Kennedy. Okay, that's also becoming a show.
Which looks like it's going to be horrible, though.
Yeah, it
Fun
does look
fact, it
horrible.
does, but it will be a show.
It will
I
be.
also like I didn't love it. Like I
Okay.
mean it was one of those books that it's like entertaining, but you wouldn't necessarily call it
Yeah.
like great like literary work. But yeah, I mean it was like entertaining. I think it's kind of funny when you like read about like hockey and stuff because I'm like,
Do
is
you
this
also notice like when things are wrong, the hockey
How
stuff? When
could you
because
not?
I know, but like that's like to me when I'm like, if it's a book, it's enjoyable, and like they'll say one thing that's wrong, and I'm like,
yeah, and it
that
like
kind of
gives you
ruined it.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, like I could have, like they should have consulted me or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like it's not that hard,
We'll
but
get a committee together and just ask everybody questions.
100%.
Like, actually, every single hockey romance has to go through these five people who either play or work in hockey before
Or
it can be
no.
published.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so to wrap up, is there anything you want Sirens fans to know about you, either like on a personal level or like how you're gonna approach the game or fans or anything?
I guess some things that I'd want them to know is like that I like learned to play hockey in New York City. I played both in the city and in New Jersey, and so my biggest goal, like, yes, I want to win there. I want to bring a championship there, but is really to connect with the community, especially the youth community, and do what I can to just help make hockey more accessible and more affordable to those in the city, especially because New York like isn't the biggest hockey market, and I think it has a lot of potential to be, especially like you see how much the New York fans rally behind like the Rangers, the Devils, everything. And so that's like, one of my biggest goals going there is going to be the off ice stuff as well as the on ice.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that would be really appreciated too, because we see so many of the little girls come to games and it makes
Yes.
my heart melt. So like seeing more of that would just be incredible.
100%.
I love it. Well, thanks for joining us. We're so
Yeah,
happy to have you.
Yeah,
thank you
thank you
so
for
much.
having me.
We can't wait to see you, I guess I don't even want to say fall, but we can't wait to see you play with the Sirens when you get there, and we'll be rooting for you the entire time.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Very
much.
exciting.
And we'll be
Thank
rooting for you
you.
to make the Olympic roster as
Yeah,
well.
that too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So hi guys, it's a different day. But as per usual, Brianna and I can't just talk for like 5 minutes. So thank you, Casey, so much for coming on the episode. Thank you, Hannah, for coordinating it. And super
It
excited to
was
share
yeah,
that with you guys.
it was awesome. Also, I feel like we were both kind of like I use this term all the time. Um, like quaking in our boots, sitting there
Yes.
before we got on the Zoom, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh my,
I
this
was
is real.
so
This is actually
nervous.
happening." It was really cool, and
hmm
I like, yeah. So we love Casey. We love the Sirens. Thanks to Hannah again. It was
Yeah.
an amazing time.
But
So
now we need to yap. We have a few
yeah,
things to chat
our
about.
yap session.
I will say we're not going to be talking about The Summer I Turned Pretty because Mackenzie has not watched
Oh,
the
you still haven't
episode
watched
yet.
it?
No, I haven't had time. My car broke down.
I know. I
I got stuck.
forgot.
Oh, okay. I got
You still haven't seen. I feel like have you
no.
seen enough spoilers, or you're pretty good?
I've seen
Like you've
enough
avoided.
spoilers at this point to like know what happened. Like I knew what was going to happen in the
Okay.
episode anyway. Um,
I won't say you. I won't say anything, obviously, but
I
I'm
know.
just
I
like trying
just
to gauge how much you like have been able to avoid
not
versus how much
much.
you have seen.
I've seen most of it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So,
So if you
it's
watch it,
fine.
you know what happens. But next week we'll come back, and I'm sure we'll have
There's not an
lots.
episode next week, babe.
That's
This is our
right.
last episode of season 1. Yeah.
Well, go find us on Threads or some DM us because we
I'm
will
sure we'll have thoughts.
happily speak about it
Yeah.
without being asked. We'll just yap about it. So dang, I
Um,
forgot.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Me thinking I'm
I
just gonna start. Can I voice memo people on Threads? I'm just gonna start putting voice
Yeah, you
memos up.
can. You can put a voice memo on
I'll
Threads.
be like, so I
Just so
watched
you
the
know,
episode.
I want everyone to know you should be thankful I don't do that because I found out I could do
Is
it
this
a few
actually
months
really a
ago.
thing?
hmm I found
Oh
out that
my
you could
god, yeah, with the little microphone.
do it a while ago. Tried to do one and then realized
It was
that
like 10
no
minutes
one
long.
wants to hear that and that if I keep doing it, we're gonna lose followers. So I
Wait, I
didn't
had
do it.
no idea that was a feature.
Yeah, you
What the
can in
heck?
fact leave a
Maybe we'll
it
just do that. I'll
does
just do my little reactions when I'm done.
it does like transcribe it into so hold on.
Like it puts captions on it. I can't believe I just discovered that right now.
Wait, hold on. So So like, hey. So it goes up like that.
Oh, so it like writes it,
It puts the word and then
and then
also the
the
audio,
actual memo is there. Oh, okay.
which like I
I kind
guess
of
is
like
good,
that.
but it's just
Besides, like when
interesting.
you talk for like 2 minutes, those words are not fitting in one thread. It's
I
gotta
think
cut
it
it off at some
caps it
point.
at a certain point.
Yeah, because there's still a character limit.
I just yeah,
But
everyone needs to be thankful that I don't do those. And I could start if you want me to, but no one wants me to.
I
The
cannot believe
ADHD scroll brain is going to be bad.
I thought I was creating something like super unique. I was like, do we have like
Mhm.
a no, it
We
already
do.
exists. I just don't
It's okay.
I didn't know it existed. Anyway, maybe we'll just update you that way. But until then,
Um, Life update, guys. My car broke down in the middle of Connecticut on Thursday.
not fun.
No. I had to take a tow truck all the way back to Long. I love my mechanic, and so I was not trusting my car with literally anybody else.
That's good.
Also, because like he'll get me like the lowest price. We just fixed
Hmm.
this like very similar problem like a month ago. So I was like, I will pay whatever you need me to pay
Just
within
help.
reason
Send help.
to tow my car all the way from Connecticut around to Long Island.
That's crazy.
And also bring me with you. Because typically they don't do that.
Yeah.
Especially for like a long haul. They're like, no, you need to find your own transportation. And I was like, I could take the ferry, but then it's going to be $30 to get to the ferry. And
Yeah.
then however much the ferry is now for a walk on. And then I have to get home from the. I was like, no, that's like a lot.
It is a lot.
It worked out. I got
That's
there.
good.
It's fine. My car's fine. I'm fine. I broke down in a KFC parking lot,
I've had
which,
enough of these where I'm like, I have trauma from it, so I totally get it.
well,
So
Delaney, if you're
good.
listening,
Yeah, that one
I
too.
did immediately text Delaney and I was like, my car broke down. I'm having flashbacks.
My least favorite, but like favorite whenever, is I went out. I already came back from school, so I was in Jersey, but all of my friends were still out by school. And for anybody who doesn't know, like where I am to Wilkes-Barre is like 2 hours. This is before I got
Isn't
the
that
car I
bad?
have now. No,
Hmm.
it's not bad. Except I drove out and I get to the place I'm going to eat for dinner with all my friends, and I get it back out to my car, and my car doesn't start.
No.
And I was like, "Oh, that's so fun!" And none of my
But at
family,
least
I
you
know
were with friends.
was. So but the worst part was I had work the next day, and it wasn't like my current job. It was like one of those like in between jobs I had. And my parents couldn't come get me that night because we had to figure out what was wrong with the car. So I literally stayed over at one of my friend's house, and the next morning my dad came out. We had to figure out what was wrong with the car, and then they got the car back home, and the car died again in my own driveway.
Oh my God.
So
No, I
had enough. So I totally get it.
I'm driving home and I was like, "Hey, I'm kind of hungry. I'm probably
I
going to
love
hit a lot
how
of traffic on
KFC.
95.
You were
I'm
like,
going to go get food." And listen, I just taken a test. I was like, "Ooh, KFC mac
that's
and
what I mean.
cheese sounds like it would
Honestly,
hit
not
the
a bad
spot
place
right
to get
now."
stuck.
So,
Like there's food there.
I pull into the drive-through. I like put the brakes on to talk to and my car starts going and like
No. Oh my God.
violently shaking. And I was like, so I turned the car
I would be.
off because sometimes when it does that, I just like turn it off. I turn it back on. It's fine. So I turned the
Yeah.
car off
No.
in the drive-through. Turn it back
See, I
on.
would have been scared of
Fine.
getting stuck in the line.
Again, my brain didn't think that way. I was like, it just needs to. I'm like, I just
No,
turn it off
that's
and
so
turn it back on
valid. But
again.
like,
It's
I would have been
fine.
like, oh my God, if I get stuck here, how's anybody gonna know how to get around me in the drive? And then I'm just
They
sitting in a
wouldn't have. They
drive-through.
wouldn't have.
That's
I
what I
would have been
mean.
stuck because it wasn't. It was one of those like narrow. Okay.
I can't.
So then I pull up to the window. It starts doing it again. So naturally, I turn the car back off. Turn it back on. And at that point, then I was like, I probably shouldn't have turned it off because if I stall right here, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Anyways, turned it off, turned it back on. I turned it back on to
Didn't work.
pull into a parking spot to call my mom and be like, "Hey, so I don't think I should drive
Something's
this
happening.
thing."
Yeah.
And I turn it back on and I literally was like my car's going to blow up. Like that's what it felt like.
Oh my God.
I pull into the
Yeah,
parking
not
spot.
ideal to drive.
My mom's like, "Can you turn it back on again?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Okay, there's an
Not
AutoZone
good.
3 miles from you. Do you think you can make it to the AutoZone?" And I was like, I don't know, maybe because like at least if I got to the AutoZone, I could
Yeah.
get like the engine checker because the engine checker we have was in my mother's car.
Oh, of course.
And I go to turn it back on and the shaking's just so bad and it's like every single light was turning
Oh
on
my
and I
God,
was
no.
like, no, because the last time it did this, my mechanic told me not to drive it more than a mile to him. So
Yeah,
like I'm not driving it
that's
more
good.
than a mile to AutoZone. I am not driving it home. And so now I am hysterical crying because I am in the middle of Connecticut. I just took a
Mm.
test. I am exhausted
Car said, see ya.
and also pissy because I had just gotten my oil change. So now I'm like, they screwed with my car. I need to sue that. Like that's where my brain
Yeah,
went. I have no idea if that was their fault.
I know
Long
nothing
story
about
short,
cars.
like
So,
4 hours later, no, 2.5 hours later, I the tow man came. He was very nice. Drove me to Long Island. I thank God had Dramamine in
that's
my
that.
car,
Oh, that's good.
so I didn't like get car sick on the way back.
Oh my God.
Also because like could I have probably made it a little bit farther with my car? Yes.
Yeah, but then it
However,
could have been worse, like when you had to fix it. You don't know what it would have.
the car was already
That's what I
considerably messed
mean.
up once it got to my mechanic that he had to change every single like
That's what I
spark plug
mean.
in
So
the
like
cylinder.
if you kept driving it would have gotten even like you don't even know what else would have went wrong
If I had
or made
stalled in the
worse.
middle lane of the I-95, that would have been bad.
No.
If I had stalled and gotten into an accident, that would have been bad. If I had stalled on the fucking Throg's Neck, I would have jumped
No.
off of the bridge.
Oh
I
my.
don't like bridges, so if I had stalled on a bridge, my life, I would have been done. I'd be like, bye.
See ya. I'm right
Um,
here.
so like all things considered, it worked out.
That's good. We'll take it.
However, I think I'm gonna stop budgeting because every time I get my finances in order, my car breaks down.
Oh my God. I feel like there's
Um,
never a good time though.
no.
Like when I had to get a new car, I was like, are we for real? Like are we kidding?
But it's every time that I'm like,
But
"Ooh, I can breathe. Like I have money
it's
and
like
I
psych.
can breathe." And then my car is like, "LOL, no you can't."
LOL. No,
But
that's
again, that's
actually
why
insane.
I insisted on taking it to my mechanic because I think the total cost of like my mechanic and the tow was probably cheaper than it would have been if I had taken it to a like an
Oh
emergency
yeah.
mechanic up there because they probably would have been like, we're gonna charge you full for everything.
Yeah, it would have
And
been
also
it
like
probably would have been insane.
my mechanic checked everything. Someone else probably would have charged me for labor for that. Like
Yeah.
again,
Just don't put us in a
good.
situation with car trouble because neither of us are very good with it. Like,
I've just been having a
I
very,
just
very rough week and I have like a very stressful event coming up soon. And then add on like a few other things that are happening. And I just kind of was like,
all at once.
deal
Yeah.
with this right now. It's fine. Also, I was dog
Yeah.
sitting this week. So in the back of my head, I was like, oh my God, what happens to this dog if I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
get
I
and
didn't
like
think yeah.
my mom like would have checked on him like it was but again, we were fine. Everyone was fine. But
I
like,
know, but like the spiraling, I get it.
oh,
Trust me. Oh my God.
and then my
So,
poor aunt who was 2 hours away, because Connecticut's a relatively like decently large state. I feel like that people don't realize. So she's 2 hours away, still in Connecticut. Um, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't help you." And I was like, "I know. I just wanted to let you know that I
sorry.
am stuck in Norwalk, and like if nothing, like at some point, I might need you to come pick me up because I don't know what's going on."
Yeah. Oh my
And then
gosh.
she yelled at me about my financial decisions because my mascara cost $25. So that was fun. Love you, Ree.
You know what? As you should. What? Who's gonna stop you? The little things. But
Yeah. Oh, one
I
more
don't
life
have
update.
any exciting life updates, so
I have one
you're
more.
carrying this little segment we've got. I don't have anything. So-
Going to see Cabaret tomorrow and
Oh
trying to
yeah.
figure out what I want to wear. And my brain is like, okay, but you can't dress up too much because then you are in fact the people that they are yelling at during the
Yes.
show. Also, I was gonna go see Cabaret like on my birthday and then decided against it because I was like, I feel like seeing Cabaret in this current political climate is gonna be a little terrifying. And
Yeah.
I feel like I think it's only gotten worse. So I'm like, I know I'm going to feel very uneasy
Yeah.
tomorrow, probably. So, maybe I'll get some wine at the show and just chill out.
There you go.
I'm not seeing it
Well
with Billy
worth it.
Porter, by the way. If anyone's aware of like all the drama that's going on, Marsha is in for the MC, so it will be good. I hope. Maybe someone
I
can actually
honestly, the
pronounce
bar's on the
Willkommen.
floor, so I still feel like it will be better than that. So
As long as the words aren't changed to she wouldn't be Jewish at all,
that's
yeah,
what I
I
mean.
think well
I
you
think
heard
we'll be
about that,
fine.
right?
Yes. I for some reason it was funny saying I saw Hamilton and then I came home and my TikTok was like, "Oh my God, I know where you were. Here's all these other Broadway." And I'm like, "Okay." And then like I kept scrolling and it just kept filling me in and everything and it's gotten like now my For You page knows. But yeah, it's wild. Not good.
I also
But
I do forget that people can't just like pop to the city to go see a Broadway show. Like I was
I
talking to
know.
someone and they were like, "Yeah, I saw this show." I was like, "On Broadway?" And they're like, "No, at my local theater." And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean a local like I forget because my local theater is Broadway.
Okay, I have local theaters,
We
but
have we
like
have one that I would consider like a professional, but we don't have like a
yeah.
touring like like those national tour shows, like they don't really come to Long Island because Broadway is right there. So
Yeah,
like
true. Makes sense.
also like
Proximity of
I
it.
mean this in the nicest way possible. I am not paying Broadway prices to go to the theater on Long Island. I'm
I
not
mean,
doing
yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
All due
Yeah, I don't
respect.
know.
No, I'd rather go to the city,
No.
make a day out. Like no, I'm
Yeah,
not
it
doing
makes,
it.
I know, it's like the experience of it, for sure.
Yeah, sorry,
I
but
agree.
I like
It's
forget that
okay.
people can't just like go to Broadway shows. I'm like, what do you mean?
No, I remember that was my favorite, not my favorite part, but like when a lot of people I went to school with were all from Pennsylvania,
Hmm.
and the amount of times they were like, they were so like shocked that I like, my local news channels are all New York channels, and like I just went to the city and like I was like, yeah, I've been to the beach every summer, and some people I met have been to the beach like 2 times in their whole life, and I'm like, what? But like, I live on a little, I think technically Jersey's a peninsula, but I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on? It was crazy. So I also feel that way because sometimes I go and I'm like, oh, well, you guys like don't know what it's like to just get on a train and then go see a Broadway show. What is that?
Listen, I
It's
hate Long
okay.
Island. Like I hate it here, but I
He's a
don't know
Taylor
that I
Swift
can
song.
ever leave
Yeah.
because the beach is right there. There's a massive sunflower field. There's pumpkin picking, apple picking, wineries, distilleries. There's 17 million beaches on the ocean, on the shore,
Yeah.
depending on what kind of vibe you want. Um, and you're like at least where I live, like relatively close to the city. I'm like,
Hmm.
how do you leave?
I agree. Trust
How
me.
do you go anywhere else? But at the
I
same time,
literally
I'm
have
like, I
this
can't live here
argument in
anymore.
my head every single day. I'm like, why do I have to live in New Jersey? Then I'm like, where else am I going to live? That is like this. Nowhere.
I love the
So
idea of
it's okay.
Boston, and then I realized that I can't like go see a
So
Broadway show on a
expensive.
whim, and I'm like, ugh, no.
No, but Boston's just,
I love it there though.
I would, yeah, but anyway, tangent.
That's
Over
this
about
that
us.
is this
Literally,
podcast
I
could
know
be
we
called like hockey and tangents, and it would be accurate because that's what it is.
honestly, like, this be like a segment. We should have just done that for the summer.
Next summer,
Basically,
we
it's all we've
duly noted.
done. So yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
Um, there is some hockey stuff to talk about. Luke Hughes was removed from the Devils active roster. Um,
Yeah, the amount of people I've had to explain this to in the last like 3 days is actually insane.
which really shouldn't be a cause for
I
concern,
know,
but like I
but
understand the headline is the US national team stuff came out. Matthew Tkachuk is not on the
for the
list for
Olympics,
camp. He is listed
yes,
as the first five or sixth they announced. He did have groin surgery. He will be back around January. That is why he's not going to camp. He's not making the Olympic roster. I need
he's
everyone
already
to
on it.
read
He's
like
already on it.
between
Can we
Kachuk
just?
and Luke this week. I'm like, can everyone just do me a favor and like
I know.
read more than one
There
sentence,
was another one
please?
that came up, and I was like, I fear this is common sense. Like, all you have to do is just Google something,
Well,
or
like
like go back and look, and
at
it'll tell
least for
you.
the Kachuk thing, I'm like, literally the next slide was like Matthew
Yeah, the
Kachuk has
next
already
graphic
been
was
named.
like, it literally had the first six, and it had a little asterisk next to it, and I'm like, oh my God, look, it tells you, that.
It's fine.
I just, yeah.
You want to talk about
Please
the Nazer
do your reading.
contract?
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
how do you feel about it?
do
Okay,
you want to
first
tell
off,
everyone what
before
it is?
anybody, yeah.
Yeah.
When was this? Thursday?
I think so, because you were like,
Yes.
I'm
So
gonna do
that
this, and I
work.
was like, I'm driving.
Yeah, Mackenzie's like, what's happening? And I was
I
like,
was not
oh,
driving
sorry.
for long.
Basically Nazar re-signed. Had 1 year, he has 1 year left on his entry level. But he signed a 7 year extension, which came in at 6.59 million a year starting next season. Or sorry, not this season, but 26, 27, so nobody gets confused. And he's only played 56 career games.
Which is
So it is
insane.
officially the most money any NHL player has been paid with like that few games. Kaprizov got paid a lot of money, and he only played 55 his rookie year, but it was still a little less than this.
I think it's
So
interesting though, because I still feel like it's a lowball contract because I feel like Nazer has a
yeah,
decently high ceiling.
I I think I was even telling everybody at work too because everybody's like, I don't get it, and I'm like, if any of you paid attention to Worlds, he was like led Team USA in points and goals, and he was amazing, which is also, again, why he probably got invited to camp for the Olympics because he had an amazing Worlds this year.
Yeah.
But I think it's a combination because he's so young too. I think you have to kind of combine everything that you've seen up to this point. So I feel like everybody was kind of like, oh, that's a lot of money.
How old is he?
22, 21,
So he'll be
22.
28 when it ends?
I'll tell
29?
you right now. 29, I think.
I
Let's see.
just
He is currently 21. When
It's
he is a UFA, he'll be in 2033, he'll be 29.
it's just an
So,
interesting concept to, with the cap going up, sign for
what?
6.5.
Yeah,
Like I feel like he
basically.
could have gotten more money. Like I think
But
it's a
also,
really
like,
great deal for the Blackhawks.
yes.
Like a
And I think that was kind
fantastic
of their
deal.
way of being like, he's part of the rebuild slash future. And then again, we have to think like Bedard's on that same contract. Like this season is his last on his ELC, so they're
Yeah.
gonna have to re-sign him too, which I imagine will be a lot of money ish. I don't really know.
I
But
don't know that it's going to be as
I
high as
don't
we think
know.
it's going to
No,
be.
but I do think it'll be at least in the same. If this is what Nazer's getting, like I feel like it'll be in the same
I could see
range-ish,
Bedard
being a little.
getting 7.5.
Okay, I was gonna say I wouldn't go higher than 8.
I don't th I
I feel
wouldn't.
like 8 would be pushing it.
And I know that people are going to be like, Bedard's great, but like, yeah, but he hasn't shown it. And I do
Yes,
think that
yeah.
Bedard is a great hockey player. I don't think he was ready for the
Also,
NHL.
again, if you want to go the way contracts age really well, even though it doesn't seem like a lot of money, but like that will end up helping them in the future when you're signing everybody else to become a contender again. That's going to be your.
No, it'll definitely I think that the Nazer
I know
deal was
people don't
really
think
good
like
for
that.
Chicago.
Yeah, I know people are gonna be like, no, that's not how it works. I'm like, a player making $14 million doesn't mean you're gonna win.
No.
I'm so sorry. You
But
have less money to give everybody else. So,
it's a
okay.
similar thing with like Jack, where like Jack Hughes
That
is
was the one I was
making
thinking. His
8 by
contract has
8.
aged so well.
Yeah.
And like at the time it was like, okay, it makes sense, but like looking at that now, it makes so much sense
Well, I think the second
and
Jack
how
has a
well it's.
healthy season,
Yeah.
that 8's gonna look super small, especially with people getting paid in like
Yeah.
the 11 to 14 range at this point.
Yeah.
But that's where I wonder where Luke is coming in, because do you pay Luke more than you're paying Jack?
I have a feeling he's probably gonna get 9. But they
I
don't
was
have
gonna
cap. This is my
say
thing where there's not enough.
8.75 to 9 is what I was
Ooh.
thinking, but I also see Luke taking a bridge until Jack's
That's what I
contract
think is probably gonna
ends,
happen.
and then Jack and Luke re-sign at the same time.
Which, like, I would hate to be the Devils in that situation because, like, they're gonna require both of them are gonna require so much more money at that in the same year when you get there. Like,
But the
I
cap
don't
will
want to.
also be
Yeah.
up at us like,
Yes. I just one of those things where I'm like, I'm glad it's not my job
but if
because
Luke can
I wouldn't
take a
want to have to deal
lower
with it.
bridge, but also this you have to think that Luke isn't taking 6.5 because
No,
that's what the Devils have to give. And so
that's all they have.
but what I'm
This deal.
but if that was what he wanted to take, their deal would have been
It
done
would have been done
already.
already. Yeah.
So, but I do wonder if Luke will take a little bit less, because I think that the Hughes family is intimately aware with the fact that you cannot make a team with a $15 million player.
Yeah. Which
And
is
especially if Luke and Jack are trying to get Quinn to Jersey, they can't take contracts like that because Quinn would need a lot of money.
oh my God, not me. I like forget what year we're in. And so I'm
2025.
looking at this and I'm like, oh, Jack's a UFA in 2030. I'm like, that's so far away. What
No,
is that really isn't that far away?
no, it's kind of terrifying. It's like 4 years
I
away.
hate that. I actually hate that. Yeah, it'll be. I don't know. I don't know.
I
But
do wonder if Luke and the Devils get it done before training camp starts, which I assume
my
is the
bet
goal.
is his birthday. Be like, happy birthday. Here's your little cute cake picture they always post for everybody. And guess what? They also signed a contract. I don't know. I just every time someone new comes in that they've signed, I'm like, what is Luke doing? Somebody get him on the phone. Tell
I don't
them
know.
like what is happening. I imagine so because I feel like I don't want to say the word like stigma is the wrong word, but when Swayman missed training camp last year, it became this whole. Was it last year? When did he sign? Was it? I think it was last year.
The beginning of last season with Sway.
Yeah. So I just feel like again, stigma is the wrong word, but I feel like anytime a player misses training camp, everybody's kind of like, "Oh, you're not gonna have a good season, or you didn't get it in, whatever."
Yeah,
Blah
but
blah
then it
blah blah
didn't help
blah.
that Swayman did not have a good
I
season.
know, but that's what I mean. Like I feel like it, which is never it maybe isn't always true, but I feel like I would if that was me, I'd want to avoid first off missing it and then having to deal with all that. Like I wouldn't.
I don't think the same pressure would be put on Luke though,
No,
because the issue with Swayman was that it was him or
a lot of
Olmark,
money. Yeah.
and Swayman was picked as the number one guy. And then
No, it's
Swayman,
definitely a different situation.
yeah.
I just feel like the whole I waited this long to sign a contract and I missed training camp and now I'm back. Like I feel like everybody's gonna be like, okay,
Well, also especially because
but
Luke definitely has a chance to be like first pair D this year,
yeah,
and I think that that needs to be the priority over getting paid
yep,
$9 million. And that's just because I think
you would
that
think.
if he does sign a bridge for 4 years or whatever, he's still super young when that bridge
Yeah,
ends.
yeah,
So if he's still super young, the cap is up, and he's completely proved himself,
then it makes more sense. Yeah, I agree.
give him 11. Have
I
fun.
feel like now we're just
Not
like,
really,
oh,
but
you
like
did. I
I don't know
mean, it
what
could.
I don't know what the going rate's going to be for a defenseman in 2030.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know if
probably
any of
won't
us
even
will
know that.
be alive in 2030. Anyways, dude, sometimes I need
I
to.
know, but I like to not. I like to ignore that thought until it becomes a reality. But I don't know.
Yeah.
So the
Um,
Nazer, it's good. I'm like happy for Nazer because I feel like that's a good. It kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, but like it's a really good contract, and like he's gonna be based on what we've seen. I feel like there's so much more in him that like will show his potential. And I'm not a fan of Chicago, but like love it for anybody there and him, I guess. So
yeah, I think it's a steal for Chicago.
it is.
So,
So good,
um,
good on them.
in other hockey news, let me turn the phone off. Mackenzie, throw it all the way over there. My personal life needs to stop existing. Brianna, to
What
any
else?
of the people that I'm friends with in real life, I'm so sorry because I have not
Oh,
shut the fuck up this week. So my apologies. Um, in other hockey news, the NHL World Cup stuff, they have announced that they are not working with the IIHF, which I can only assume is because they would like to have Russia participate, and Russia is still barred from competition according to the IIHF, which means that they will not be competing in the 2026 Olympics. And so again, I would hope that some kind of resolution is reached in international politics by 2028 that we do not have to bar Russia
mm-hmm.
anymore. Um, Maybe we could be good people and not have to have that again,
Again,
whatever. But like, um,
I just
I
fear
don't know why else they would make a huge
that's
announcement that
probably
they're
the only
not
reason.
working with the IAHF.
Yeah, I just think I don't know. I loved Four Nations for what it was, but there are so many other countries that are represented in the NHL that don't have enough players to make a full roster, and that's why the Olympics become what they are.
But so that's my question about the NHL World Cup is
It
it
would just be NHL players because like when the NHL, so this is why I don't. It's so hard
but
to explain it. Like
you don't even have enough.
that's my
That's
point.
that's but that's when it gets
That's my
because like
point.
you might have
So it's like
enough, but you're
Four
gonna have
Nations.
like, but like, can they
Yeah,
pull from the AHL?
probably. I guess they could, but like the difference is when it's an NHL international competition opposed to like the IIHF is like the NHL says it's primarily their players or whoever's in the system, whatever, opposed to being more of like a World's Olympics where players from that same country who play in other leagues can kind of like supplement the roster or fill out the roster. So I'm like nervous, but
I
I
just
guess
think it's really unfair to certain countries. Like,
that's my point. Like I don't think it pans out well for everybody, and I don't think that's fair.
to be fair though, they
But
can do it one year and they can change the format for
yeah,
20 whenever they're doing it next, 2032.
32.
I think
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
good concept in theory. I love international best on best hockey, but I think I think the again, I don't know how it would have worked if they were working with the IIHF. I don't know if they were still only planning to have NHL players, but
I'm gonna
I
look at the
think
last one.
by not letting other IIHF affiliated players in, you
Hmm.
kind of cut off your nose to spite your face. Because especially if you're looking at like countries like Czechia and stuff,
Yeah,
or like, do they end up making more of like a regional thing instead of it being like a country? Do you have like the Slavic countries? I don't know if I'm saying
because
that correctly, but like, do you know what I mean?
Slovakian.
No,
Yeah,
but
I know
like
what you
that
mean.
like region of countries, like have them play together. Like,
I know what you mean.
does it become less of a
Sorry,
country thing and
I'm
more of a
reading the
region
2016
thing?
one.
I don't know.
I have no clue. Let's see who's in this. So me and my little, I'm going back in 2016. It was an I this is it's an NHL tournament, so I guess they must have done the same thing. But they did it looks like it's all NHL players and they have it so there was like a team Europe for
Okay.
like France and the smaller countries and then like Sweden was its own team, Finland was its own team.
Okay.
And then North America I think was one, but there's also United States and Canada. So I don't really know how they differentiated between both of them cuz Canada won, but like there's a North America team
Could you imagine them
and
just
a
doing,
Canada
okay,
team.
that would be kind of fun though. A
I
North
agree.
America versus Europe tournament, that
Why
would
is
be
there a North
fun.
America team?
No,
I'm
I'm just,
so
but
confused.
I'm saying if you wanted to just make it those two teams
Oh,
and make it
instead
like a
of
best
breaking
of
it.
seven,
Yeah, wait, actually, you might be on something.
that would actually be really interesting.
Send me
Because
an
then
email.
also,
Hey guys, I have
you
this idea
imagine the best of Canada and the best of US on the same
on
team.
one team. No, that's actually crazy. They would have like how would you even make lines?
Imagine Team Canada with a good goalie.
I know. No, that's
Why
crazy.
is Logan Thompson still not on the Canadian roster?
He must have done something that
No, he did. Not that he did anything, but like I know that there's like tension between him and like
yeah.
the coaches and GMs and whatever, but like, oh my God, get
Wait,
over
this is
yourself. You're
wild.
gonna
I'm
lose.
confused. I'm gonna send this to you. Like US is like all these players, whatever, and then like North America has like everyone like that's playing
Everyone
right
else.
now. I'm so
That's so
confused.
weird.
Hello? Like it goes Nathan McKinnon, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, Dylan Larkin, JT Miller. Like what?
Well, in
But they're not on
2016, I
there.
guess they weren't good enough to make the like
I
the initial
guess.
Canada roster. Yeah,
That's
I don't know. That's
crazy.
so
You're like,
interesting.
oh, we want you there, but not on your team. Here's Team North America. Like, that's,
I just so genuinely imagine like
it was on Europe. Okay, so Europe
I
is
don't
right. Yeah, Europe's all the little ones. Okay. Not the little ones, but like the smaller countries.
I'm just trying to imagine a team with Crosby,
I
McDavid,
fear
the
they're like
Hughes
all Canadian. Yeah, I
brothers.
was gonna say it's
I
wild.
begrudgingly the Kachucks. Like,
This is like one of those things like you would make in like Chill. Like when you
yeah.
create your like team,
Yeah.
this is what team you're making.
Ooh, can we do that
Team
one
North
day?
America.
Can we do a Team North America versus a Team Europe
Oh,
Chell?
we really could.
I don't know how to play Chell. I've never done it before.
I'm so bad at it,
Great.
but I'll absolutely play it.
Let's do that one day. We can
I'm,
do a little
yeah,
YouTube video or
I
something.
don't have a newer. I think the latest one we have is like 21, I think.
We can buy a new one. It's okay.
But
We can write it off as a
I
business
literally,
expense.
I never remember the buttons, so I just keep clicking everything and I just hope something happens.
We'll
And it
figure it
never
out.
does. But that sounds fun.
Dude,
I
I
do like
still
that.
can't find the Switch, and I want to play this stupid game. Please tell everyone about this game because I really want to
Okay.
play it, and I feel like everyone would appreciate it, but I can't find it. This
Um,
episode's going to be 2 hours
it's okay. It's well worth it. Um, basically, I saw it a lot I think I'd seen it a while ago, but it's like out now, so I saw it a lot on Threads. It's called Tiny Bookshop. I got it on Switch. I don't know if you can get it on like I don't know if it's a PC game or anything. I just got it on the Switch. But basically, you live in like this, it's like a cute coastal town and you have like a portable bookstore like on your car or whatever, and you go to all these different places in the town and you get to like fill up the shelves with books and like all these people come in and they buy them and they're all like legitimate books. Like they're all like they have them by genre, but like I've seen a bunch that I've read or like ones that I'm aware of, and you get to like recommend them to people who like ask for recommendation and whatever. It's so cute. You get to decorate your little bookstore. It's like my absolute favorite thing. I'm obsessed with it. I've had it for like not even a week, and I've probably played it more than I should have been reading. Like I should have been reading, but I was playing it. But it's so cute. It's like not there's like goals and stuff, but like it's not. It's like it fits the cozy game vibe. But if you're a reader, it's perfect. So whenever Mackenzie finds her Switch and gets it, we'll fully review it. But I'm
It's
obsessed with
not
it.
my
So
Switch technically. It's my we
the
have like
Switch,
it's like the family Switch.
yeah.
I don't know if it got taken away from the boys at some point and
You
got
just don't
like
know where it is now.
hidden somewhere. I I know that like we have like an Oculus that's like half broken at this point, but like that was in my room for months because I took it away one day because my brother was
Yeah.
playing it at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I grabbed it from
Oh
him and I
my
was like,
God.
this is inappropriate. We cannot be playing
Yeah.
video games at 3 o'clock in the morning under the covers. I know that this is what I used to do, but we can't.
But I had like a little DS.
Yeah, also like the Oculus is like up here and he's
I
playing it for like
know.
5 hours. I'm like, you're gonna
I
ruin your
can't.
eyesight, I feel like. Anyways,
I was gonna
so I
say it can't be
stole it and
good.
like hid it in like my blanket pile and then didn't find it
Forgot
for a
it.
few months. And then I took it out and I put it on my desk. And then a week later it goes missing. And I'm like, did you go into my room without asking? Yeah, I wanted the no. Never under any circumstances do you, like
No.
I put a lock on my door like about a year ago. I need to start using it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's there for a reason.
Well, also because I've told you that like the boys some
It's
like
just
Bobby sometimes is like, can I read this book? And I'm like, no.
yeah. I know. One of them has to have it then, or it's somewhere.
It might
But
be in my room. I don't know. I might have thrown
I
it
love
somewhere to
that.
hide it and I
It's around.
it might be shoved it might be in this blanket pile next to me. I
It's.
don't
I
know.
feel like you would love it. It's really cute. It's like a cute little. It's a vibe.
I'm excited to find it eventually.
Yeah. When you do, I'll be like, okay, so tell me what you think. But
Another cute cozy recommendation too, I guess. The Hank Green app, that new
oh
like
yeah, the
focus
bean.
friend, the bean.
I need this thing.
Um
I need to download it because I feel like I just want to have the bean.
I listen, my issue with the Pomodoro timer is that there's no reason for me to adhere to it.
Okay,
And what I
that
like
is
about this
valid.
app is that you can put it on like a deep focus mode, which blocks every other app on your phone.
Ooh. So you like if you pick up your phone, like you actually can't do anything on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Ooh, I kind of like that.
and I also like if you hit like, so if you put it on deep focus mode and you hit like end focus, there's a pop-up and it's like, your bean's gonna lose all of its work and all of its knitting is
Oh,
going to unravel. Are you
it
sure
kills
you want
you.
to end focus? And I was like, no,
It kills
I'm so
you.
sorry.
I saw someone say that they I guess like you get things like I guess
Yeah.
when you do a thing like you like earn money and someone was
You
like
earn
I saw a thread.
socks
Yeah, I
or
saw a
you
thread
earn
and they're like,
scarves. And
"What
I
was the
want to
first
know,
thing you bought?" And someone said they bought their bean a chair because they
I
felt bad it was knitting standing up. I
can
was
I
like, "I'm
can
gonna
I note
cry."
though that I also bought it a chair first because I was like, oh, it'll sit. No, it still stands.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this girl was like, "Yeah, I wanted a chair because I felt bad it was knitting standing up." I was like, "Oh, is this gonna like
But yeah, you can
I'm gonna
like
get emotionally attached."
decorate your room and it's really my bean's name is Squish.
I
And
love it.
my little ADHD brain's been loving it because it actually like
I'm gonna
it
have to do
gives
it.
you a dopamine hit.
Of course. And like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you're caring for a pet, like you're doing something and it's like benefiting something else. So you're like, well, of course I'll do that because
Also,
it's
it's
cute.
new.
That too.
And so I'm still attached to it. I'm sure in 3 weeks I will no longer be attached to it. But I also found out because Hank made a video that the app, because people were like, why isn't this free and da da da. And he's like explaining how much apps cost to like run and whatever. He's
Yeah.
like, we're doing the best that we can, but like we do need to charge for certain things.
Yes.
Um, and he was like, oh, like this is the app designer. I don't remember her name, but she also designed an app where you make boba. It's
Like a
kind of like,
store?
yeah, it's kind of like Pizza Mama. What's that
Yes, yeah,
game?
yeah, yeah. The great pizza, good pizza, great pizza or something.
That's
No,
not no.
I know what you're talking about. There's a bunch
It's like
but that's like
when
that's
people
when I
come in and they order a certain thing and like you
yeah,
either have to buy a new thing or make a thing and there's also like mini
yeah,
games in
I
it.
know what you're talking
And
about.
it's just
Okay,
like
that
it's
is a
really
separate one.
cozy and cute. And I have been doing that on my breaks from Focus Friend.
I love it. You just now I have another one.
Well, because I have been
That's so
so
good.
busy at I have never been this busy at work
Yeah,
because I have to do like a file transfer, and so there's like 10,000 documents, and all of them have no 10,000 pages, but like different documents, and
yeah.
all of them have to be transferred individually, and they take so long.
So you're just like, well,
So I'm like,
my
may
break
as well
time. Let
do
me go play a game,
this.
as you
Yeah.
should. It's well worth it.
Well, because one of the things the other day was like 5,000 pages, so it literally took 30 minutes to load, and I was like, I'm gonna play
Yeah,
my
you
little
might
boba
as
app
well.
because I
But
can't do anything else on my computer while it's doing it because I'll like last time
it'll
I did something
crash.
else, I screwed up, and my whole
Oh,
computer like. So like the 20 minutes that it's spent trying to load,
it was for
completely
nothing.
gone.
Oh my
Yeah, so I had to do it
God.
again. So I learned my
That's
lesson the hard
crazy.
way.
That's wild. Well,
My work computer is very finicky,
now I'm
but
gonna go get this Bean app.
yeah, you should.
I know. I'm very excited.
Um, so yeah, if you missed it, this is our last episode of season 1 of Read Between the Blue Lines. Thank you so much for being here.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
In itself is crazy, but like, okay.
we will be back with season 2 on September 15th.
Yeah.
That's the Monday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a calendar, so I was like, yeah, let me find it.
So we'll
Yeah.
be back with season 2 on September 15th. Thank you for all of your feedback. We're super excited to
Mm-hmm.
put some new things
Continue
out
and
into the
yeah.
world and continue doing this thing. And we're super grateful that people actually listen to this, which is
I
kind of
was
crazy.
I know I literally still can't wrap my head around that in like the best way. I
Like
was
it's
like, what
it's
do you
weird that
mean?
people actually listen to this and like process it. Like
This
it's
is I hope everybody knows like this is just Mackenzie and I talking regularly, just you get to hear it.
there's
Like this is
more.
a normal conversation. We're just like, you know what? I think this benefits the internet, and here we are.
I don't know if it
So,
benefits the internet, but I think it
no, but
it's a cute place that
something.
we've made, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't probably still be happening if people weren't listening because I think that if we had
Yeah,
like
I know.
one listener, it probably wouldn't be worth like the effort. So I appreciate people actually listening.
Yeah.
Um, with that said, if you could like rate and review on whatever listening platform you're on and also give us a follow on any social media you might have. Oh my God, hi. If you've made it this far, there is at least one of you who
It's like, what do we say?
commented on the feedback form and said that you don't have social media. I want to know how you found us. I
Wait.
really want to know. So if you could like leave a comment or send me an
I
email,
feel
like
like this has to be like somebody said, like somebody had to either tell them to listen to it or like
I don't know. Because I was like,
imagine
wait, did
someone we know.
Spotify recommend?
No,
Like,
it can't be. Oh,
I don't
maybe.
know. I don't know.
But I've never told anybody. Well, as far as I know, I don't think I've ever told anybody about the pod and have not known them
No.
or like followed them on somewhere already.
I don't
I
know.
didn't
I'm
know
just
this.
I'm
Oh
just
my god, now I'm
wondering.
curious.
So if you could like let us know, that would be fantastic.
Oh my god, that's crazy actually.
And yeah, we're gonna take a hiatus from the pod. We're gonna take a wee bit of a social media break just for both of us to kind of like chill. Again,
Recoup.
I am going on a trip and I will not have access to the internet probably.
I thought
Um,
about this. Are you like gonna be in the air when Sabrina Carpenter's new album comes out? Oh,
no, no.
okay. I was like, oh my god, you're not gonna be able to listen to it because you have no service, but you'll
I
be
don't
fine.
know if I'll have service.
So you might not actually hear it.
I'll hear it when I come
That's
back in
crazy.
September.
I won't say anything. Well, but I just think that I was like, I wonder if she'll be able to listen to it. That's crazy.
I don't know. Well, I don't know how people are posting on Facebook from there, like from other events. So, like, I think that
Oh,
there's some service. I just don't know how
how?
good it's gonna be. Brianna's gone. Brianna's
Sorry,
back.
I'm here. You froze too.
Oh, if anyone has
Anyway.
any movies I should download, like on Netflix or anything, let me know because I have two very long flights and or two long flights. They're not super long. Um, and also like I like to fall asleep to like TV shows and movies. So if you have any
Love that for you.
recommendations that's not Gilmore Girls, that'd be great.
It's like the season though.
Not yet. I'm trying to not watch it, and on September 1st I will be starting a
Until
rewatch. And I
it's like,
actually want to like watch it again. I don't want to like just put it in the
yeah,
background. So I am excited
valid.
to rewatch it. Um, yeah, I just thank you guys for being here. I don't know
Yeah,
if anyone's still listening to this because it's gonna be
it's so
so
mind
long,
blowing.
but
But
thank you. Appreciate
yeah,
it. Love
thanks
you
for
guys.
listening.
Love you,
See
Brie.
ya in a couple weeks. Love you
Yeah.
too. But
Okay.
thanks. See you
Crazy.
later.
And Brie, I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, that's the day what everybody else would be hearing this. So technically,
Okay, but to you right
maybe.
now, I'll see you on
Yes.
Monday.
Monday in the future for everybody else. But yes.
All right. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.